Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm doing another review video on what looks to be a 1997 Nissan March, or if you're from the UK, they go for a Nissan Micra. Pretty clean example here, besides the fact that she might need some tires soon. Very cool car. Also, it looks to have aftermarket rims on it. The mileage looks to be 68,746 kilometers. So this thing is pretty minty. I mean, it looks super clean. So it's a 97. Only a few spots where there's a little bit of rust there, but otherwise the underside of the car actually looks pretty good. This is the Colette trim edition. Not sure what that entails, but I do know that this does have centralized electronic locks, so that might be an option for it. I'm not 100%. This is the sedan model, not the two-door model that a lot of people are familiar with. This actually just got a wash by me, so it's a little bit cleaner. Go ahead and take a close-up here. These tires do need to be replaced. These look to be probably snow tread tires. But if you look at the suspension components here, everything looks pretty clean. Very clean car. This is actually being dailied by a friend of mine right now, so really clean car. This comes with a 5-speed manual transmission, and this specific one has the 1-liter 4-cylinder engine. I know they had a 1-liter, a 1.2, and I think a possible 1.3. The 1-liter is known to be the most efficient and the most reliable, so I kind of like it. It's pretty damn peppy for a 1-liter. Weighs about 1,800 pounds, I believe. And it's just all around a decent car. Really good daily. Really comfortable. Probably has more comfortable seats than my step wagon does. But yeah, so go ahead and take a look inside here, and then we will go on a test drive. Nothing too crazy. If you look inside here, got your 5-speed manual. I've got my coffee cup here. Cups fit here a little bit better than they do here. This is sort of the factory cup holder. It's kind of, I don't know what you're gonna fit in here. I really don't. I don't. You've got your factory cassette deck, working AC, very cold AC. You've got your defroster, your hazard lights. Everything's kind of normal. You've also got, being a 97, you've got an airbag for the driver's side that is functioning, hopefully. Hopefully. This here is actually your fuse panel. So if you pop this out, you've got all your fuses. They're not micro fuses, they're full-size fuses. You've also got the labels here for everything in Japanese, so you'd have to translate. It looks like this might be some form of OBD. I know Japan's got kind of a funky OBD system. They don't have OBD2 when we got OBD2, because ours was, I believe, mandated. But it does have a little tool, so you can replace them. And these are probably spares here. So you've got a 20, a 15, and a 10 as a spare. Go ahead and pop that back on. You also get a little fancy hidden under column tray. I've never seen this on an import before, but they really tried to maximize space in this. Again, you've got your ashtray here, pretty big too. Cigarette lighter, another little cubby in here. And then obviously you have the cubby back there, which is pretty good for full-size American cups. You've obviously got your hood release here. You kind of have to pull on it pretty hard to get it to go. Factory floor mats, they're very clean. It's very clean underneath. You've got your pull for trunk, and then you've got your push for your gas cap. This does take just 87 octane fuel. I'm sure you could run premium or mid-grade. My friend may actually be running premium in this. I'm not 100%. But yeah, you could probably run this off of 87 if you really wanted to. See if I can get this up one-handed. So in here is a steam clean. My buddy Patrick steam cleaned it before selling it. You've got your 1-liter engine here. Super simple. It's a dual overhead cam, chain timing, which is my favorite. 4-cylinder. 4-cylinder Nissan. Pretty basic setup, very easy. Your distributor is right on top with your distributor cap. Looks like the fuel filter's back in here. Super easy to access. Everything in here is pretty damn easy to get to. Got your AC, your battery, which doesn't even need to be replaced. It's from Japan. Coolant bottles up here to the right. Upper coolant hose to the radiator. And you got your lower one down there with your catalytic converter in here. Got your alternator. Pretty much everything's really clean. The only thing about this vehicle that's a little funky is the power steering doesn't feel like it's working. It's something I'm going to have to diagnose. or have the owner diagnose. It just doesn't feel very strong, and you'll kind of be able to tell when we go on a test drive. You got your airbox right here on top, and under the airbox is going to be that throttle body. It's kind of hard to see it though. There's your charcoal canister, and just some of your fuses around here, which are in English, which is kind of nice. Just super, super nice actually. And yeah, really clean in here. I mean, this is probably one of the cleaner imports I've seen. There's just all around really nothing wrong with it. But yeah, very cool. Got your R134 here, your sticker. Got some other stickers up here. They're in Japanese though. This looks like the idle and the RPM. I'm not sure about that one though there. And then you've got your VIN plate way down there. And there should be a stamped VIN there also, so in case anybody has to import one of these. If we come back here, this is your trunk. It's way bigger than my Today is. This is kind of like an oversized Today in my eyes. You've got a deck here that kind of folds up here. It's attached to the hatch. And then obviously you got your spare tire under here and your jack right here. You've also got the seats that go down, so if you pull on both of these, you can actually push the whole. I don't think I could do this one-handed, but yeah, normally you can put that down forward, which is kind of neat. Forgot to mention back to these electric locks. So this is going to be your electric locking mechanism here, so you can lock it here, although it won't lock or unlock this one. But you can do that from the keyhole on the outside here. That'll also control the system. You've got 2 electric front windows, automatic driver, and what else? Believe it or not, the back seat's actually pretty usable compared to my Today anyway. If I get back in here, this is with where I would normally be driving. I mean, it's not great, but in my Today, I wouldn't even be able to sit back here with my feet and legs in the driver position up front. But you could definitely fit 2 people back here for sure. And it's got crank windows in the rear, which is pretty normal for an import. Bunch of roof handles, get your normal interior light here, which is being a little wonky. But yeah, and there's your little shelf, which is surprisingly large for a car this small. Yeah, you've also got your center. I don't know how anybody's gonna fit here in the center because, yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. But yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get on the road here. It is hot and I want some AC. Oh, I did forget to mention the shelf in here is like really nice. Very cool. Little glove box. I actually just repaired this because this was wanting to fall out, so I ended up gluing it here. It's been pretty good ever since. You've also got an LED roadside piece here. Go ahead and get her started. You've also got your check engine light, airbag light, all that good stuff. This thing starts right up. Our daytime running lights on, and I will get some air on. Let's go for a cruise. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put my hat on, turn the AC down so y'all can hear me. It is a little hot outside. Actually, it's surprisingly hot outside. It's been kind of cool lately, so I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, I'm gonna turn all the way down here. The AC is like super cold in this car, like really cold. This car does need tires, but other than that, I mean, the suspension feels pretty damn solid, honestly. Especially compared to my Honda Today, which I still need to do a review on it. But in the Honda Today, it has a lot of body roll. This one has body roll, but it definitely feels more planted, like a lot more planted. That's a clean Tacoma. I like that color, apple color. But there's no tachometer, so it's all by ear. But that's how a lot of these imports are. The car is not terribly loud inside. It's definitely quieter than my Today is. I mean, it depends what you consider loud in a car. Everybody kind of has their own thing on that. And yeah, so I'm gonna cruise around the neighborhood here. We're in second. Very smooth shifter. Now, I did adjust the clutch pedal on this. It was engaging really far out, so I added some slack to it. Now it engages a little bit lower. It's just kind of awkward for anybody out there that drives manual. You'll know what I'm talking about when it engages too far out. But yeah, it's comfortable. There's like seat bolsters to some degree. really nice. I actually really like this car. Has more comfortable seating than my Honda Stepwagon does, and that thing's a way bigger vehicle with much softer suspension. But just the seats alone in this car make a huge difference. This thing, I think this engine gets like 35 to 38 miles per gallon. Like really good. I know it's better than mine today for sure. Just solid. Like, I don't know, just a solid car. Like, I've never personally owned a Nissan. I almost bought a Nissan Homie once, but plans changed. But they seem to be pretty good cars. My buddy just bought a Nissan Cressida, I think. It's a van. A little bit smaller than my Stepwagon is. Alright, we're gonna get on 1960 here and go for a stroll. This is gonna be fast driving, so we're on a main road now. This road is supposed to be 45 miles per hour. Kind of bogus, kind of not that slow. I want to take my hat off, but I'm kind of sweating now that I've been outside. I have no idea what the red line is on this engine. I'm kind of just going by here for this car. We are going to go ahead and turn it. Hope that's a good camera angle. If y'all don't like that camera angle, let me know in the comments. Y'all know how I am about these review videos. They're kind of last minute. I have not driven this vehicle on the freeway, mostly due to the tires. I wouldn't want to drive these tires on the freeway. I think these tires are 17 years old. They're pretty damn old. They've got cracks and stuff in them. Yeah, it definitely needs tires. But I mean, so far it's been driven up to like 55 miles an hour, and it's been fine. But until those tires are replaced, it's not recommended to go super fast. We can go about 50 on this road. But this is definitely one of those smaller JDM cars where you can be like in fourth, going about 45, 50 if you really want to. Mostly due to the fact that, one, a four-cylinder is super smooth at higher RPM, and it's just a small four-cylinder, so it's kind of rev happy. In fact, this engine to me is similar to the Subaru Sambar K-Truck. Has a 0.6 liter four-cylinder. It's called an EN07Y, I think, or something like that. And that's a four-cylinder, and that one's kind of rev happy too, although that one's known for rod bearing failure, so we won't talk about that. But yeah, it's a really good car. I actually almost bought this car, but I needed slightly more daily usefulness of the Stepwagon, albeit it gets much worse gas mileage. I think that thing gets like 23 miles per gallon. It's got the B20 V4 4-speed auto in it, so it's definitely less efficient, but I definitely wanted something I could like travel in and stuff. But yeah, as far as like around town, this car is absolutely perfect, and you could drive this out of town. You could go, you could go to like Austin or Dallas if you really wanted to. I don't see a problem with it. I would definitely add cruise control if you're going to go that far, just because it's kind of annoying not having it. But even that would be pretty easy in this car. But yeah, it's just a good basic car. I know it sold at a pretty good price too. Do a U-turn. Yeah, that power steering does not feel like it's working. This car really doesn't feel like it's got power steering, so I don't know if maybe the pump vanes are worn and it's just not building pressure in the rack or what. I know it's got fluid in it, so I'll have to look into that. I do know that the weird thing about old Nissans is the power steering fluid. The power steering fluid is actually, I think it's like Mercon 4. It's automatic transmission fluid that they recommend out of the factory service manual. Super strange. I'm going to try to get this up to about 80. So we're still in fourth at 80. Still doesn't sound super high RPM. Go fifth. It's about 85 right now. Temps are good. This thing just like cruises along. I mean, I can let go of the wheel. It's nice. It really is nice. Super easy to downshift. Like, I've had a lot of small JDM cars, but this has got to be one of the easiest cars to downshift of any of them. I don't know why this gearbox just feels like smooth. I remember the first time I drove this, I was already downshifting it, and I was like, holy shit, this is really nice. Like, super nice. Just a pretty solid car, like for a Nissan. Like, I was totally checking out the car. For a Nissan, it's just solid. They also do sell a lot of aftermarket stuff for these. I know in the UK where they've got the Micra, A lot of them will build like little like eco track cars. So they'll do you know, they'll do like coilovers. They'll change out the gear ratios in the gearbox. They'll actually put a turbo on this 1 liter, which is apparently super easy to do, and it's really good with a turbo. So that's something that's optional for the owner of this vehicle. But yeah, I really, you know, personally, if I owned this, I really wouldn't have any complaints about it. I really wouldn't. It just, there's nothing really wrong with it. I mean, it's just a solid car. The mileage is super damn low. Good year model. I think this is post facelift. I know they had a pre-facelift and a post facelift. I think this is the post facelift model. You can still get parts for this. I know my buddy Patrick that imported the vehicle got the fuel filter like super cheap. Yeah, just a good car. I mean, for 25 years old, this thing is cleaner than like most American 2013 vehicles. I hate to say it, but it's kind of true. Just a solid car. I would drive this around. I mean, I daily this. I mean, I almost did. So. But yeah, if y'all have any questions for me in regards to this vehicle, feel free to leave a comment. Anything that maybe I didn't answer in the video. I honestly can't think of anything off the top of my head, but if y'all have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'll have my email in the comments, so if y'all want to shoot me a message. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and this camera angle was decent because I didn't even check it. And yeah, hope y'all have a good one. I'm gonna try to get my Honda Stepwagon review video out soon, and then I really need to get the Honda Today review video out. I've kind of been slacking on that one, and the car is kind of dirty right now. So I'll get to it. I promise. I'll get to it. I swear. Anyway, hope you guys have a good weekend. I hope everybody has a happy Halloween for those that celebrate Halloween. And yeah, hope everybody's doing okay. Y'all got this. I will catch y'all in the next one.